So after conducting the t-test or paired t-test for your two continuous variable, you have to go to my format. So this is IMRAD format or the shortened IMRAD format. So for this one, I included the scaling for each descriptive interpretation under two variables, work engagement and job satisfaction. Since we're going to use, we are utilizing two continuous variable, we might as well have a scaling para madali na lang yung interpretation kung anong ibig sabihin ng ganitong number. So we have here the range of means. It means pag nandito yung range nag-fall, it means ito yung interpretation niya. It means pag nandito, ito yung interpretation niya, and so on and so forth with work engagement and job satisfaction. I also included the profile distribution of each respondents. So, I included in the survey kung ano yung edad nila, position, and service tenureship or years in service. So, for example, most of the they're 18 to 20. Ito yung edad ng employees na range. So, five of them, there are five having an age of 18 to 20, five having an age of 30 and 25. For position, 10 of them is under entry level. It means nagsisimula pa lang. Supervisor, 10, tatlong managers. Example lang naman. Okay? So, may 10 na under 6 months to 1 year, 5 na 1.5 year to 2 years, so on and so forth. As you can see, ito yung n. Small n represents the um, number of example in which is 30 respondents. So ito yung cumulative percent for each frequency. F equals small f na naka-italize is frequency. Okay? So, for my format, you just have to follow everything. Madali na lang. You just have to replace variable and indicator for each this one. First, you have to know is the introductory paragraph, work engagement, satisfaction were measured and interpreted. So for this one, so for results and discussions, quantity results, each of the heading here must answer to each of the question you have in your introduction. For example, research question number 1, ang answer dyan is this section. So you're asking about anong level ng work engagement nila. Question number 2, you're asking of their job satisfaction level. Answer number 3 is this one. And answer number 4, which I'm going to delete since we are not going to include this one. Sorry. And also this one. So, we're hanggang question number 3 lang tayo. Anyway, so you have to make a table again. So, you just have to copy your questionnaire and you have to put the mean for each item. As you can see a while ago, mean for each item is nasa baba. You just have to copy it manually. Ayan siya. So on and so forth. So, as you can see, we have to utilize the scaling so that we can have a good interpretation for each item. For item number 1, question number 1, under this one, we're going to interpret it's 4, exactly 4. So it for scaling, it falls under this one. It's moderately engaged. Okay? As you can see, for item number 2, at my job, I feel strong and vigorous. It's 4.43. It's highly engaged since yung mean niya nag-fall dito sa upper portion. So on and so forth for each item. And you have to do this one for all of the items of the questionnaire. So as you can see, overall total for work engagement is 4.33. I make it bold. It's moderately engaged. It means that employees are moderately engaged in their work. So, how to make this paragraph? First paragraph na i-represent nyo is the definition, description, RL, kung anong ibig sabihin ng work engagement. Okay? So, I have here the citation. So, after the table, as you can see, we have N. SD means standard deviation, variance 4.23, which we obtained after conducting the t-test. This is the variance. Medyo iba siya. But anyway, that is the variance for variable 1. It means the work engagement or first variable na in-input nyo. Variable 2, it's second variable, second column na in-input nyo. Anyway, so let's go back. Standard deviation, it's optional. You can also not include this one. You can just include N30 for this sample. So for interpreting the table, for first paragraph after the table is you have to put table 1 because this is under table 1. You have to have the label for each table nasa taas for APA format. So table number 1, we can mean in the level of work engagement of the employees or level of work engagement. So how to arrange this one? In APA, you have to arrange this one. You have to highlight the highest, the lowest, the common, the overall. So for this, since Vigor indicator gained the highest, hanapin natin yung highest. Ito si Vigor, mean of 4.30, 4.3, while dedication indicator scored the lowest mean of 4.29. So you have to compare the highest and the lowest. So if they don't have any common denominator, you can skip that part and you can proceed with the overall um, total mean. So you just have to reiterate the interpretation of the table. And after you iterate the interpretation of the table, you have to have this one back up by an RRL again. For example, mataas yung Vigor indicator or high level engagement ng employees. For example, RL is you can start by saying na this result is supported by COLIB 2009, in which having high level, you have to support your results with an RL always, even slightest. And the same way we did for job satisfaction of the employees. So this is the interpretation or DRL description of job satisfaction. This is the reiteration of the table 2. This is the backup RL for table 2 interpretation. Okay. Now we can proceed with the question number 3, research question. Ito na yung sagot dyan. Significant relationship, you're asking if is there a significant relationship between job engagement and satisfaction? May significant relationship ba sila o wala? So you have to have a mean for that one. Um, for most research, they do include description of relationship between the two on this part, but for now, let's skip that part. Okay. So I have here the table for the paired titas, hindi yung pinanda ko kanina lang, and Pearson correlation on the level of work engagement and job satisfaction of the employees.